Okay, today's video is solving multi-step equations with proofs, and that's just something that we already have learned how to do. Now we're just solving it, and as we solve, we're giving a reason for what we're doing, or justification for it. So again, just to remind you what the symbols are, we've got G for given, we've got S for when we simplify, we've got the additive property of equality, subtraction property of equality, and then we've got the multiplication property of equality and the division property of equality. And then I think I forgot distribution, which we can use D for distribution. So here we have the equation -5 times 5 minus 5x equals 75. This is given to us. So the first step, or from our given equation to the first equation, what can we do? There's nothing to simplify, so we can go ahead and distribute. We get a -5 times 5 is a -25. -5 times a -5 is a +25. X equals 75. How did we go from this original or given equation to this first one? We distributed. Now we're going to look to simplify. Since there's no like terms, there's nothing to simplify, we can go ahead and start solving with inverse operations. We want to eliminate the numbers. The easiest number to eliminate is this -25. A negative out in front is like subtraction. So the inverse is going to be addition. We're going to add 25 to the left. We're going to add it to the right. What rule or property allows us to add to both sides? That is the additive property of equality. So the new equation, after we add, we get -25 plus 5 is 0. 0 plus 25x is 25x equals 75 plus 25, that's like 75 cents plus 25 cents is $1. We know that it is 100. Now we want to eliminate this last number. You can see that between the number and the variable there's no sign, so we know when there's no sign that it's multiplication. The inverse of multiplication is division. We're going to divide by the number that's being multiplied. So we're make sure we do it to both sides. Why can we do that to both sides? Because the division property of equality. So that is going to give us our third equation, which is just x equals 100 divided by 25, or how many quarters are in $1? There's 4 quarters in $1, so x equals 4 is our answer. And if you wanted to give a final step for that, you could write simplify. So here we have a equation, -4, and it's given to us -4 times 2x minus 4 minus 5x equals 68. So what can we do first? Since there's no like terms to combine or add, we're going to go ahead and distribute first. So we're going to distribute this -4 through the parentheses. That's going to give us a new equation. -4 times 2 is a -8. -8x. -4 times -4 is a +16 minus 5x equals 68. So now before we start solving or eliminating the numbers, let's go ahead and look to see if there's anything to combine. And you can see that there's a -8x and a -5x. These are like terms that we can add together. So I'm going to use the calculator to do this. We've got a -8 minus a 5 equals a -13. So our second equation is going to be a -13 x plus 16 equals 68. What did we do here? We simplified, so we're going to use S. Now we can go ahead and start eliminating the numbers. The easiest number to eliminate is the one that's a constant, the one by itself. It's being added, so we're going to subtract to the left. We're going to make sure we subtract to the right. And what property allows us to subtract to both sides? Whoops, I put an A for addition, but that is not correct. It's the subtraction property of equality. We can go ahead and simplify now. We know those go to 0. On the left side we're left with 13x equals 68 minus 16. I'm going to go and use the calculator for that. And that's going to give us a 52. The last step here, again, the number and the variable do not have a sign between them, so it's obviously multiplication. I'll put the dot there so you can see it. We're going to divide by the number that's being multiplied. Why can we divide to both sides? The division property of equality, and that gives us x equals 52 divided by negative 13, we're going to divide that by negative 13, a negative 4. Last example for today. This is given to us, our first equation. We're going to go ahead and distribute this 5, and we get negative 4 minus 15x plus 15 equals 86. Now before we start solving or eliminating the numbers, we can combine the negative 4 and the 15. Since we can combine them, that's called simplifying. They combine to a positive 11. 86, and now we can go ahead and start using inverse operations. The easiest number to eliminate first is the number that's by itself with no variable, so we're going to go ahead and subtract. Since it's positive, it's being added. 11 to the left, make sure we do it to the right. What property allows us to do that? That's the additive property of equality. Here we get 0, negative 15 is left, negative 15x, sorry, and 86 minus 11, 6 minus 1 is 5, 8 minus 1 is 7, so we got 75. The last step here is to eliminate the 15. We know it's being multiplied since there's no sign between them. The inverse is division. Why can we divide to both sides? The division property of equality. We've got 1x, which is just x, equals 75 divided by negative 15. I'm going to use a calculator to do that for me so I don't make a mistake. And we get a negative 5. So again, this is your homework tonight. You're just solving, and then each time you do a step, you're giving a justification for why you can do that step. Good luck.